Hello, friends from Ocean Kids. Today we want to tell you about a man who, despite everything that happened in his life, chose to trust God at all times. His name was Job. Job was good, righteous, and deeply loved God. Every day, Job talked with God, obeyed him, and cared for his family with love. He had many animals, land, and a beautiful family. Everything in his life reflected blessing. But one day, something unexpected began to happen. Messengers came one after another with difficult news. First, they told him that his livestock had been lost. Everything he had worked so hard for was gone. Before he could understand it, another message arrived. His sheep, his camels, everything had disappeared. Job began to feel the weight of pain, but it wasn't over yet. Then an even more difficult message came. The house where his children were was no longer there, and they were no longer with him. Silence filled the place. Job's heart was deeply broken. Even so, in the middle of that very hard moment, Job did not blame God, but the trials continued. His body became covered with painful sores. The physical pain was constant. Job sat on the ground, trying to find relief. His wife, seeing him suffer so much, said,
"Are you still trusting God? Wouldn't it be better to just give it all up?"
But Job chose to stand firm. He responded with faith. He decided not to turn away from God, because even though everything around him had changed, his trust had not. Then his friends arrived. At first they sat with him in silence. They saw his pain and simply stayed there. But then they began to speak. They said things that were not right. They thought Job had done something wrong. They tried to explain what they did not understand. And even though their words did not help, Job kept seeking God. There were moments when he cried, moments when he didn't understand anything, moments when he asked questions. Because deep in his heart, Job knew something very important. Even if he didn't understand what was happening, God was still with him, and God never abandoned him. With time, God restored his life. He healed his heart, gave him new strength, and filled him once again with blessings. The story of Job leaves us with the truth we should never forget. There will be difficult moments, moments we don't understand, but even then we can choose to trust. Because when everything changes, God remains faithful. Ocean Kids, part of the creation.